Hello, 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 all, and welcome to the Good Witch. If you are new, welcome, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back, my loves. This is your new moon in Aries reading for all signs. We're going to go through each sign, but first we're going to talk about the moon in Aries a little bit. So we're going to name this the Yes Moon, okay? Y'all, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment in love. After a little bit of a hiatus, we are back. Life is unexpected, but it is also wonderful. Okay, so we are going to jump right in, and we're going to start with the sign of Aries, okay? Seeing that Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. This is the first moon of the new year that I celebrate. So this is the first new moon of the actual year, basically. Not according to the Western calendar, but this is the first new moon of the year. It also represents your first house of your own personal birth chart, which hopefully you have. If not, it's okay. We're going to give you a reading to, level the playing field a little bit. Got it? Got it. So, I have cards already pulled for each sign. No, I haven't seen them. There's a process to it because there's so many, but there's also oracle cards that we're going to be shuffling and pulling per person. We'll call it per person. Well, hopefully it resonates on a very personal level with you. So we're going to call this the Yes Moon. This moon wants to tell you yes to your desires. This moon wants you to line up with the lunar calendar for the next 12 to 13 new moons this year. Well, 12 to 11 new moons that are coming this year. This moon wants you to fall in line with that, okay? So we're going to fall in line with that. Make sure y'all check out the links in the description box below because there's some opportunities there at easyconjured.com to make sure that you are in line with that, okay? But as you know, this is not a sales video. This is the videos that I put out because I simply wanted to help. I do so much, and I'm always doing things and working. And we started this YouTube channel probably about 2 years ago so that we could give something back, and I just wanted to give away all the peace and blessings that I possibly could, all of the informations, the gratitude, the guidance, to get to a point to where you felt like you wanted to, or you could support. And now I'm just so grateful that I did, and I'm so grateful for all of you that are in this community, that are in my life, and I'm so grateful that you've allowed me to be a part of yours. Okay, so going right back into it, let's start with Aries. So, Aries, we're going to pull an oracle card for you, but right now we're going, okay, well, right now we're going to look at your card. So, with the Queen of Cups and the Hermit, and the oracle card that we pulled over was the crown chakra, you're not recognizing your full greatness and your full potential. You've been beating yourself down a lot. And for this new moon coming in on April 1st, it's like you tricked yourself. There's so many things happening around this moon. The start of Ramadan is right around it. Everything is happening the way it should, but you need to take more time out to get rid of your self-limiting insecurities. You need to straighten up your crown. You need to get rid of those insecurities. So what I want you to do for the new moon is focus on embodying more of what you like about yourself, instead of focusing on the things that need to change. The answers are yes, but if you word them in a negative way, then you'll produce negative things. Get you a bay leaf, write you a beautiful intention on said bay leaf, light it, burn it through your house. Aries, or anybody else that's watching. That works for anybody during this particular new moon. But bay leaf is calling for you. And it's also calling that it's really time for you to write down things that you like about yourself instead of things that you would like to change. Don't surround them with a but. I like my smile, but I have this one tooth that I wish was a little bit straighter. No. I have a beautiful smile. And people love to see it, and I love to show it to them. My smile makes room for me in places where people said there was none. My smile makes space for me in areas that I didn't even plan on walking into, but the doors just opened because the brightness of my smile helps people to see me for who I truly am. The things that people consider imperfections are perfect for me, and I revel in the perfection of my smile. Write that instead of worrying about your tooth. Okay? When it comes to like relationships, a lot of Aries are having issues with their relationships or have had in the past. Let's say you tend to fall in love fairly quickly and things don't always pan out. So instead of saying, I'm going to manifest a successful relationship, say that you are grateful. I am grateful that people are drawn to love me. I am grateful that I make an awesome recipient of love. I am grateful that I am a giver of love in a beautiful way. And you'll draw more love to you. Now, if you want to add something like, I am grateful that I draw this beautiful love that is sustainable. Yes, you can say that, but make sure that your intent is not to say that you wish to change it. Your intent is to embrace the things about you that keep drawing love to you in the first place. If you were a bad person, you wouldn't be in so many relationships because nobody would want to be in a relationship with you. So, there you go. That is our Aries with this Aries new moon. Okay. What are we going to next? We are going to go straight to Taurus. So, Taurus. We just going to go in order, y'all. I was going to skip around, but I'm going to just go in order. This is our Taurus set. And yes, we are using the Modern Witches Tarot deck and the Psychic Tarot for the Heart for Oracle. We're not going to take that. It was about your sacral chakra, but we're not. It was way too many. It was like 4 cards stuck together. We're not taking 4 Oracle cards. We're still going to do our Taurus reading. Okay. It still has to do with your sacral chakra. Okay. So, okay, you have 3. You have the 9 of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the 3 of Swords. So, Taurus, it's easy to neglect the areas of life where you feel like you're still growing. If you look at this 9 of Pentacles, she's in her garden. And the pentacles are around her. And she looks she's holding some of her harvest in her hand. She has a bird whispering secrets to her from the top of her head, basically stepping down from her crown chakra, right in line with Aries. And she's looking around and she seems moderately pleased. Like, I don't know if y'all can see her facial expression, but she's not elated with all the beautiful crops that are growing around her. So it's easy for you to recognize where you're still needing to grow, but it's also easy for you to neglect those areas of your life because you haven't mastered them yet, so you don't want to deal with them. So you need to take some time and let go of some shame. The reason I say shame is because you don't want to deal with the things in the areas of life where you're still growing and you feel like you should have. You feel like, okay, I should have done this already. I should have yada, yada, yada. This should be completed. I should be here. And you have some internal shame about it. And you spend a lot of time replaying scenarios in your mind, wishing that you could take back some actions or change some actions. And I think we've all done that, where we replay an argument in our head. I should have said that, right? No, well, you shouldn't have. If you could, you shouldn't have. There is no, you don't have a time machine. You can't go back. If you should have done it, you would have done it. It's too late now. It's too late for that particular thing, but it's not too late for today. So you have to learn to be your best self moving forward and stop ruminating and stop thinking about the areas of your life that you wish you would have done different things in, or like I said, feeling shameful about not having completed something or having done something that you regret doing that set you on a different life path. We're just going to move forward. Okay? Thistle. So you're going to get some milk thistle if you have milk thistle. If you don't have milk thistle, just get you some mother's wort. These are herbs, y'all. And I want you to burn them around your house. Okay, Taurus? Burn them around your house and it'll give you a new sense of beginning. And it'll make you be honest with yourself, because if you're sitting there and you're going, I don't have any shame, there's nothing that I wish I would have done differently, so you're lying to yourself and you just don't see it. Sorry, not sorry. So you need to see it, okay? You spend too much time thinking about it and you think you're working out a problem when you're not really working out a problem. You're focusing on a problem from the past, and in that process creating a new problem. If you've already forgiven and you haven't forgotten, that's fine. But if you actually forgive and move on. You can't keep dwelling. And when I'm talking about forgiveness, baby, I'm not talking about other people. I'm talking about yourself. Yeah. You're holding yourself hostage, and in this new moon, yes, it's a time for manifesting, but what you're going to manifest is your freedom. You're going to manifest your freedom of your mind. You're going to be grateful for the present and prepared for the future. And not dwell in the past. That's what you're going to do, Taurus. Okay? Y'all, please remember to like, share, subscribe, comment, and love. Send it to a friend, because everybody's going to need it. Okay? So you've gotten to the point to where, Taurus, you've even stopped daydreaming. You used to be a huge dreamer, making decisions based off of the vision that you saw for your life, and you've backed up from that because you spent so much time looking back. Y'all, reading is going to be amazing. This is just for your new moon. This is just for the next 2 days. We're going to get these readings out because I can feel it coming. Okay? So, that's for our Taurus. So remember to get your thistle or your mother's wort and give yourself that sense of new beginning, Taurus. And also, you can't take back your actions, but you can be your best self moving forward. So when you're writing your intentions for this new moon, write them in a forward thinking way. Write them in a forward thinking way versus a present I need help way. Write them in a everything is perfect right now way. I set intentions that I continue to be free and move forward in my everyday life according to the vision that I have for myself. Now, that's going to be kind of hard if you're not clear on the vision that you have for yourself. This new moon comes with an issue with that too. It's going to want you to be, and this is for everybody, not just for Taurus. It's going to want you to be very, very clear on what it is that you want, okay? Gemini. Oh, Gemini. Y'all would be cricket. Okay. Love Geminis. Love, love, love Geminis. I love all y'all. Yes. Gemini going into, thank you, going into this new moon in Aries, the first moon of the year. Gemini, you have a beautiful, okay, so we're taking two. Gemini, where you're going to have a beautiful rest of the year, just so you know. The next 11 to 12 months are going to be exciting for you. You're going to be conquering some of your darkest fears and changing your focus. I know that doesn't sound like exciting. That doesn't sound like fun. I didn't say fun. I said exciting. But nevertheless, muchness. You're going to be showing a lot of muchness. Okay, so you were feeling a bit thrown off, or people are thinking that you fell off, or whatever the case may be, and crying over spilled milk for a little bit. But that has passed, and going on into this new moon, it's passing very rapidly. One of your greatest strengths is that you've been surrounding yourself with good people. It may not feel that way. And it might not even be the people closest to you, but you have great acquaintances. You know some amazing people, or have met some amazing people that you have the potential to know. You haven't been thinking about how blessed you are, how many people you know that have good vibes, that have good energy, that have strong minds. You know them. You need to reach out to them. Even your acquaintances, not necessarily your closest cousins or siblings, but acquaintances that you know that have these beautiful minds and this beautiful energy. And let people know that you're thinking of them during this time. Because what it's going to do is cause them to think of you over the next year. So you're going to want to think of and feel for people in your surroundings that have good vibes, good intentions. And you're going to want to reach out to them and not ask for anything. Well, you wouldn't ask for anything typically anyway. But you just be like, hey, I just thought of you. You were on the forefront of my mind because you had such good energy, because you have such a good vibe. I just wanted to let you know that you were in my thoughts. And if anything should come up where you want to hang out or get together, we should. So, in facing some of your darkest fears, Gemini, you need a clarifier. Of course you do. Okay. Your fear of disappointment. Your fear of being disappointed by people that you trust. Again. Your fear of trusting. Oh, some of you have a fear of not being the smartest person in the room. Some of you are avoiding conflict. So whatever those fears are, you're going to be facing them. And when you're setting your intentions, you're going to make sure you set the intention. Got it. Okay. You're going to make sure you set the intention that you are no longer afraid, that you're not afraid. You're going to set the intention that you are courageous. You're going to set the intention that you are the head and not the tail. You're going to set the intention that you are the giver and not the receiver. Not because you're not willing to receive, but because you are able to give more than most. You're going to turn that king right back upright, and you're going to be setting intentions to change your focus away from who you were, not focusing on what you see, but focusing on what you're becoming. And you're determining that that is going to be something great, even greater than you could have ever imagined. So, and you can do that when you're not afraid. You can do that when you're not afraid. You need... Okay, I don't normally tell people to do this kind of stuff, but it's being said to tell you to do. Gemini, get you some Florida water. Pour it in a circle in your door, in the front of your house, in the doorway, or outside your apartment complex, wherever you are. Not inside, this has to be outside. Pour the Florida water in a circle and throw a match on it, let it burn. Your life is getting ready to come full circle, and things are getting ready to move out of your way when you do it. Pour the Florida water in a circle outside, light a match, drop it, let it burn, go back inside. Only blessings coming. Full circle. Full circle in a circle of grandeur. Ashe? Ashe? Where are we at? We are... we're looking at Cancer. We are looking at Cancer, and I know y'all gonna watch your entire Zodiac video. If I was you, I would stick around for the rest of this because you're gonna want to know what other people going through too. I'm nosy like that, so I do. So please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment in love as we run right into Cancer. One of the most beloved signs for me personally. My mother is a Cancer, and she is just like the light of my world sometimes. She is just amazing. Okay. So, oddly enough, when I was younger, I was in constant competition with Cancers. Go figure. My best friend, one of my close friends, two of them are Cancers, and we were in constant healthy competition. It wasn't like a I hate you, I want you to fail competition. It was like, if you got an A, I'm gonna get an A+. If you got an A+, I'm gonna do some extra credit. It was like that. And we encouraged each other to outdo each other. If you're gonna sing that first solo, I'm gonna outdo you on the second verse. I'm gonna sing harder than you. Watch. And it was just always that way. And it's a beautiful thing. Like, it was never, I hope you don't do well. It's that I hope you do well so I can do better than you. And once I do better than you, you're going to try to outdo me, and that's going to push me to do better than you again. So we're constantly encouraging each other. That's always been my energy with especially Cancer females. Okay, so let's see where we are with Cancer. Ooh, that was loud. Cancer, y'all got some shit to say. And you're getting directly, okay. So, and you're getting straight to the point. There was no need to shuffle. There was no need to anything. Cancer was loud and straight to the point. I saw the card before I pulled the card. All right. So I got to show you this. And if you're a Cancer and you're in the comments, I want you to tell me what this picture means to you, what it looks like to you. I understand that it says blossom, but tell me what it means to you. Okay? I'm going to come back to it, but I want to know what your thoughts are. Aw. Okay. So this is a good opportunity for you to get closer to the life that you want to live instead of the life that you think you have to live or that you're supposed to live. Consider what your life's work is. Consider it. what impact you want to make on the world, what impact you already have made on the world. Who do you want to be known as? Like, this is where your mind is going to find its biggest truths right now. These internal questions. What impact do I want to make? Who do I want to be known as? What is the memory that I want to give people of me? How do I wish to be remembered in the lives of the people that I touch? When you, again, with the clarity, if you have clarity over your career and your image, it'll be easier for you to achieve the goal. So you need to get real clear about what you want this new moon and write it down intently. Your manifestation, Cancer, is not going to be on a bay leaf. What you want to manifest right now is not going to be on a bay leaf. You looking, I don't even have one with me right now. You looking at like a scroll. You are not on a bay leaf. You are on a scroll. You might want to get you some ancestor money. I'm going to get you some ancestor money and write all over that, because you're going to need something way bigger than this, because of the things that are meant for you to do, and how grand you're getting ready to see yourself when you actually sit and think about the impact that you've already had on the world. Remember, your ripple matters. Regardless of whether you're 12 or 72, you've done something to change the world, even if you don't realize it. Now's the time that you need to realize it and just be grateful for whatever it is. Even if you feel like it changed the world in a negative way. It was negative to you at that moment. That doesn't mean it'll be negative forever. Let's say you changed the world because you was riding home from school one day or college or wherever you were coming from, and you hit a dog and you were so sad that the little dog died. It was the little girl dog from down the street, and you felt so bad, and you had to go tell the people that their dog ran out in the street, and you tried to stop, and you swerved, but you still hit it, and whatever the case, you were really, really sad about it, right? So you feel like you changed the world in a negative way because that baby was so sad. Maybe that dog was finna go bite another child. Maybe you saved another child's life. She's sad, but he living. So you never know what your ripple changed. Does it suck that you had to be on that part of it? Yeah. Does it make it bad? No. Does it hurt? It can. Do you have to dwell in that hurt and stay in that hurt? No. So you're going to write out exactly what you want to see in your career and your image. This ain't the love moon for you. This is career and image. Altitude as far as personal growth. And this has nothing to do with anyone else. As far as, well, I want to take this person with me. I want to take that. If that's a part of your vision and it's clear to you that that's who you want, write that. But you need to make it plain and put it on paper. And you're going to fold it up, and when you fold it, under this new moon, I think I might have said full moon earlier, but y'all know we talking about the new moon. But when you fold it, you're going to fold it towards you. Oh, I wrote something on there that I forgot I wrote, and I didn't see it until I folded it towards me. All right. So, and you're going to fold it towards you. And you're not going to burn it. You're going to put it someplace safe. I like to sit mine. I would probably sit mine under a plant or under something that's growing. Like under a potted plant. You don't have to put it in the dirt because you're going to have to pull it out and read it later. I'm going to put mine in dirt. But you don't have to. You can put it under the plant. And then you're going to come back to it 12 months later. And you're going to look and be amazed. So make sure you're clear with your manifestations, okay? So we're going to talk about this blossom card in your main reading. But I will tell you that it means that a big portion of the future of yourself and of others are in your hands right now. And you're either going to grow them or burn them to a cinder. Make it clear what you want, okay? So, that is Cancer. I'm trying not to make this too long because I want all of y'all to watch everybody. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment in love. This is amazing. I've never done this before, so this is, well, I've never done it like where we're doing all signs as far as the moon, and I like it. I like it. Y'all let me know in the comments if y'all like it too. Okay? It's it feels good. It feels good to have y'all here. Okay. Oh, Leos. Leos are so much fun. Leos be lit. I love Leos. Okay. Y'all troublesome. Male Leos can be troublesome, but fun nonetheless. Okay. So. Whew. Okay, so I have a question for you, Leos. Before I even flip anything over, Spirit just asked me, are you willing to accept and implement? Are you willing to accept and implement? And we're taking 2. All right. All right. Are you willing to accept and implement? I was having a conversation last night about acceptance, and someone was telling me that they've just learned to accept certain things that they cannot change. Mind you, I don't think this person had ever heard the Serenity Prayer. And I told them, I was like, well, it was in almost every Black and Hispanic household that I went into growing up. Actually, it was almost in every household that I went into growing up. Even my white friends, they had the Serenity Prayer up. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference, right? So, are you simply accepting things because you're not courageous enough to change them? Or do you not have the wisdom to know the difference? Because it's saying, I'm getting that sometimes you take information and you run with what it means to you without actually thinking about what it actually means. Because what it means to you matters. But you want to make sure you're correcting your assumptions by doing a little bit of background research. Maybe somebody, okay, I'm getting somebody called you weird or strange or a lot. And like I just said, I just call Leos, some of the male Leos I met, a mess, but endearingly. So endearing. Y'all, see, this is why Leo readings always give me the most. I haven't got a song. I wasn't trying to get a song. But I'm going to say this. This is for Leos and I guess people cross-watching for Leos. Jeez. Okay, so the song, what came out And I don't think it's the first time that it's come out for Leos, and I'm just thinking with my dick. And it's dumb. That's the clean version. The song is a Kevin Gates song, and it's called I'm Just Thinking with My DICK. I can't say it because I don't want the YouTube video to not play, because I've had that happen to me way too many times on YouTube doesn't like what I say and it cuts out the video. I don't know why I can't say that word, but if I can't, I'm not going to say it. But I'm just thinking with my... that female dog is dumb. That is an awful way to say that song. I prefer the curse words myself, but anyway. So you haven't been doing that as often, and that's very good. And you were thinking of reverting back to it if something fails. And putting a stipulation like that on someone or giving them that much power over your actions is not healthy for you. We'll come back to that in your big reading. For this new moon in Aries, Leo, you have the 5 of Swords, the 8 of Swords, and the Tower card in reverse. You're going to stop fighting with others. You're going to stop fighting with yourself, and you're going to be accepting things and putting that acceptance into action. Meaning, I'm not going to say I'm just accepting it to move on. I'm saying I'm accepting it, and I truly do. I'm not upset about it. You get no emotional draw from me. You get no pushback from me. I'm going to let you be genuinely who you want to be, and I'm going to move in the knowledge of knowing what really is. If someone is telling you that they're loving you and they're not behaving as if they're loving you, you're going to accept that they don't love you. Because a pair of lips can say a lot of things, but actions let you know. So instead of taking information as for what it means to you, take it for what it really means. I've had something, this is honestly painful, but somebody told me once that I was crazy about this person, super in love with this person. I don't even know. I don't say I was in love with this person. And this person told me that they did not love me. They loved my energy. And that wasn't the first time that they had said something similar. And I held on to that. And I was like, okay, well, at least they love me because my energy is me and yada, 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 yada. But that's what I wanted that to be. So I took that information and I ran with what it meant to me instead of what it actually meant. Don't do that. You've done that long enough. Take what people are saying. Think about what it actually means and accept it as that. Don't try to change it. Don't try to tweak it. The courage to change the things you can means to change the things about you in your life that you can. Bandersnatch agrees. Wake up. The kitty cat is sleeping or having a dream or something. Wake up. There you go. Okay. You're welcome. I don't know. That didn't seem like a pleasant dream. Okay. So, Leos, the new moon is going to be a great time for you to meditate on what that means to you. I would suggest that you look into the Serenity Prayer and the Prayer of Jabez. These are two prayers that you need to focus on as a part of your manifestation for this new moon in Aries. And for those of you who don't know what the Prayer of Jabez is, it is, oh, that you would bless me indeed, enlarge my territory, keep your hand with me so that I may have no pain and that I may cause no pain. That's the general version of it. That's I don't know which translation that is, but look up the prayer of Jabez. And the prayer of Jabez, the serenity prayer, focus those on your intentions for this new year and it'll change your life. Okay? That was our beautiful Leos. Now, jumping right into us. I'm a cusper. I'm a Libra Virgo cusper. But I have way more Virgo tendencies than anything else. Oof. So I even did that backwards because I was excited about, because I told y'all I didn't look at any of these, not even the Virgo ones for what I should do. I know what I'm going to do, but this might change that. So we have the Page of Pentacles and the Two of Cups in reverse. So it looks like you're questioning some love life decisions, some love decisions. They're not over. You're just questioning authenticity. And you're focusing more so on your abundance than your finances. You're focusing more so on your happiness than on your money. And honestly, that does sound about like me, always. What's the point of having a whole bunch of money if you're miserable? What's the point of having a husband if you ain't in love? So, or if you're the only one in love, one thing about that too. So, Virgos, it sounds like a bad knock-knock joke. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, I saw the solar plexus card at the bottom, but that's not what we're pulling. Ooh. So we do want to be creative, but that's not where we're headed right now. So we have Spread Your Wings as your oracle card. See beyond yourself and the stars are aligning in your favor. Like I said, this is a yes new moon, where the sun and the moon are occupying the same space at the same time and everything is yes. And that's not just for Virgos. That's why this new moon is so important. That's across the board. But some of my Virgos right now need a yes more than they've ever needed one before. You might be in a good place. A lot of you are in a good place, and you've gotten to a place to where you feel like, okay, you may be stagnant, or or you've gone as far as you could go and you haven't. But what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to let new people in. Ooh. I ain't see that one. So you're going to have to let new people in. And it's never really quite been easy for you. It's an adjustment. So true friendships and accepting that sometimes you're going to have to be the bad guy. And when I say bad guy, I use the term loosely because bad is relative. But you're not always going to be able to be the inspirational voice of reason. You are not going to get to stay on your pedestal and help everybody out of their madness. And I hate that I just told y'all I was a Virgo, because that I have a lot of Virgo traits, because, I like my pedestal. I'm joking, but I'm serious. I'm not a help asker. I'm not a person that asks for help. But you might have to be the person that goes to and talks to someone else, that confides in others. Understanding that we all have issues that we need to work through is not just everybody else. You have them too, Virgo. And I'm looking in the camera as I say this, and I see myself as I see you. We have issues too. We all do. But we're so keen on helping other people and being that person that gets to pull everybody else out from their nonsense and help them to get to where they need to be, that we are not ready. We're not typically ready to allow someone else to help us that way. And even if you have before and that person hurt you, or it backfired, or they let you down. Let's say you changed your life because someone was going to help you change your life and it hurt like hell when they disappointed you. So you put up this wall. Let's say you've been disappointed. You put up this wall. Some of you have put up walls with your children, your parents, your lovers. I gave you this space once and you misused it. You didn't do what I wanted you to do, or you didn't do what you said you would do. So you know what? Wall. And that's not just for you, that's for everybody. Because you couldn't do what you said you were going to do because I have this wall and no one will ever do that to me again. And we do that. Virgos do that because you keep letting people hurt you. How can you be so perfect? Perfection doesn't do that. So we're going to have to not be so perfect. There is going to be someone that wants to help you work through these issues, and they're going to extend you an umbrella of help while you're standing outside in the rain. And you're going to have to choose to get under it. Now, I'm not saying get under it at the expense of your character, of your internal self, because if you're in tune with yourself, then stay in tune with yourself. Trust yourself, but also be willing to be open when someone offers you an umbrella and you're standing in the rain. If you like to dance in the rain, cool. But you can't stay out there for long, or you can't stay out there for too long, or you'll get sick. So don't get sick. Come on in out the rain. So you're focusing more on your abundance than your finances. And that's not what I was planning on doing at all. I was focusing my intentions on my finances because I feel abundant as I'll get out. And you're focusing on that love aspect that we talked about a few moments ago. So you're going to spread your wings and accept and expect something different in your manifestation. Really? Okay. Get you a rose of Jericho. Pour some spring water on it. Let it bloom. And watch those things that have died be resurrected. And when I say things, I'm not talking about people or relationships. I'm talking about those walls have to come down, and all those things that died because they were in the shade and they needed sun will be resurrected. Those parts of you that you thought were gone, that you would kill, those parts of you that you thought were weak, but they were actually strong. They're coming back and they're going to be resurrected, okay? So be on the lookout for your Virgo reading coming soon. I'm just as nosy as y'all are, okay? Spread your wings. So, moving right along, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment in love. We're going into Libra. This was Libra. Libra. So, Libras, I'm sensing a lot of opportunities coming up for you. In this new moon in Aries, lately your belief in yourself and your clarity has been a problem. You believe in yourself, but you're not sure what you believe in yourself to do. You know you can do something great, and you know something great is coming, and you know that you're supposed to be doing something amazing, but what is this amazing thing that you're supposed to be doing? So you feel like you were just stagnated. And partially it was because of a loss of a relationship. The Lovers. I said that at the same time as I pulled it over. The loss of a relationship, the loss of love, maybe with a Gemini or someone with a huge ego, has caused you to question yourself, your clarity, your beliefs. But the opportunity to heal that relationship is coming with this new moon. And you're just like, no, it's dead, and you won't even give it a chance because apparently, okay, Libra, your love life is lingering a lot. Like maybe this person cheated on you, there was a third party relationship, the hurt, the pain of that relationship, the disappointment of feeling neglected is that's what's clouding your clarity. So be open to at least hearing people out during this new moon energy. Even if you don't move on what they say, it'll give you the opportunity to process things better, and it'll help you get over it. You've been an expert, Libra. You've been an expert at almost everything because it's from your own point of view. You're going to have to learn to listen to someone else's perspective. Now, if there are words, like I told like we talked about earlier with another sign, if their words and their actions don't add up, act accordingly. But at least hear them out. There's peace in hearing them out. You'll find your peace in hearing them out, even if you don't agree with what they have to say, but hear them out with an open mind and an open heart. Watch how they move and act accordingly. So for you, this new moon wants to bring you clarity because it can't give you anything right now because you've been so discombobulated in your thought process. So you're going to hear out the people that want to talk to you, and you're going to listen with an open mind and an open heart, and you're going to move accordingly. So for this new moon, for clarity, you need to get you some, if you have sage, then burn sage. If you have dragon's blood or dragon's blood sage, burn that. Because not only will it help you clear spaces, but it'll help clear your mind and get you better intentions. It'll give you a better sense of BS. So see, if I don't even have any sitting around. I have this dragon split sage sitting here to show you what it looks like. But I normally have a big thing of dragon split around here somewhere. I'm not sure where it is. But get you some of that. You can burn it. For some of you, I suggest while you're sitting with your intentions and you're sitting and you have a white candle, sit with your white candle, burn your sage of whichever type, or get some dragon's blood oil, put it on your hands, sit, inhale it, breathe, and center yourself and be quiet and listen to yourself. I understand that you're an expert at your own perspective, but you're so mixed up that you don't even hear your own perspective, right? Lately, you've been hearing voices of other people that don't belong to you, baby. So this moon says, yes, let's bring that clarity for my Libras. Scorpio. Yes, I kind of like all y'all. How about that? But one of my big sister is a Scorpio. And so is my nephew. I love them to life. They give me excitement in my world. And they also give me calmness and a peace. And they are so passionate when they love. And I don't mean that just in relationships. I mean that in family. I mean that in friends. I mean that in pets. I mean that in work. Whatever it is that they're liking or loving at that moment, they love the heaven and the hell out of it. You hear me? So, Scorpios. Another one. And another one with the questions. Y'all's are hinging on Leos. And I haven't flipped anything over yet. Your cards are still here and here. Spirit is asking you, are you ready to make necessary changes to your life? You might be having some unnoticed health problems because you're not aware of what's going on in your physical form because you just haven't been ready. So there may be some things that you need to look at. But let's look. Find balance. Find balance in love and children and knowledge and love and light. Find balance. You're so off balance that when you are off balance, that way it can cause health issues. But we're not looking at health issues. We want to look at this new moon. Come on. Okay, if they need to know about health. Okay, I'm sorry. Yes, I do argue with, not argue, but I want to save that for your main reading. Okay. And of course, the cards always back up spirit. Because what happened is as soon as I flip these over, the devil in reverse, and that's simply you refusing to change. And the Ten of Wands, and it's half and half. It's some of you are going to receive it in reverse, and some of you are going to receive it upright. Some of you are working too hard and going nowhere, and some of you are refusing to work to get anywhere. You need to be mindful of your morality. Remember that you're not an immortal, you're not invincible, you're not unbreakable. You need to do some self-care this new moon and continue it out for the rest of the year, but you need to get you a spiritual bath. If you don't have the things to get, I sell spiritual baths at thegoodsheena.com. If you don't have what you need for a spiritual bath, do some whatever you do for your own personal self-care. Buy you some Epsom salt or something and have you a nice salt bath, a detox bath. Take a long nap, wash your hair, scrub your scalp, do a face mask, a sugar scrub. Yes, even on men, do a sugar scrub or whatever kind of scrub you use. Sit, smoke blunt, do something. Self-care, just by yourself, not with nobody else. Not where nobody else can hear you. Just sit, grab a journal and write. Write down everything you feel, all the pain. Write down everything you went through. Write down everything that you went through that you still hold on to. Burn it outside. For some of you, these are going to be books. For some of you, these are going to be note cards. Take notes on it. Whatever you got to do, write until it feels better. Burn it and take a bath, a soak. Spend at least 12 hours by yourself for this new moon in Aries. Scorpio, working too hard without a plan gets you nowhere. Not working at all with a plan, or working very little with a plan, gets you nowhere. being unwilling to make changes ensures that changes will come that you will not be in control of, that you will be at the mercy of. You'll be at the mercy of those changes if you're not willing to change, because you chose not to change. You still chose. So, let us spend some time alone, take some baths, light some incense, write it all out if you care to. If you care not to write it all out, find something to record it on and then delete it. If it's easier for you to just make a voice recording of yourself screaming and yelling or whatever it is, that talking about the things that hurt you or the things that you haven't let go of, and you want to yell and you want to cry into a recorder. I don't know why I almost said tape recorder. I know very few people still have those, but it would be a good idea to record it into a tape and then just break up the tape, destroy the tape, burn the tape. I'm not going to tell you to burn your phone, but if you do it in your phone, at least delete it. That don't sound like as much fun as destroying a tape, but you know, do that for this new moon. So we're moving right along. Whew. This is a lot, y'all. Okay. Okay. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, before I even pick up your card, Spirit is telling me that if you're open to it, make a space for it, whatever that means for you. But if you're open to it, you're going to need to make a space for it, whether that's love, whether that's finances, whether that's children, whether that's career, whether that's moving. If you're open to it, make space for it and let the universe, let God know that you're open to it. Which means whenever somebody brings it up, don't shoot it down. Don't say something negative about it and then say, oh, well, I'm open to it. Like, I know someone that does this. Oh, well, I want to be married. I know they want a husband. I know that she wants to be married, right? But anytime somebody brings up a relationship, girl, men ain't nobody good out there. There's nothing else out there. Ain't nobody out there. Blah, blah, blah. She always talking down on relationships, knowing good and well that she wants one. You're not going to get one that way. Not a good one. You're going to draw to you what you say is out there. Same thing with jobs and money. Ain't no good jobs out there. Ain't no way to make no money. Ain't no way to do this. Ain't no way to do that. Okay, that's what you're going to get. So, watch your mouth. Now, let's move right along. I ain't mean to fuss at y'all, Sagittarius, but Spirit took me on a whole journey just then, just for y'all. I got tired and hyper and sad and happy all at the same damn time. Just for y'all. Boobies just got out of place. It's a mess. Okay. I hadn't looked at all y'all cards, but I flipped that stack over, and the first thing up was the Knight of Cups. Just been flaky with your beliefs. Flaky. Oops. Opportunity beckons. Opportunity is calling for you. It beckons. Beckons means calling for, right? And I'd be danged if you ain't got the moon. So, talk to her and tell her what you want during this new moon. And I say her a lot. I'm referring to the moon because I give her divine femininity. I just do. It's personal preference. I think she calls this my period. But anyway, that's probably can be proven, but I don't feel like going down that path right now. That's a long story. Moon cycle. Duh. Okay, so don't turn your back on love because you were hurt. Don't turn your back on finances because you were hurt. You're almost in the same position as Virgos when it comes to throwing up those walls or those blocks, but yours aren't walls or blocks. Yours are more like electric fences to where you can see it. It can see you see it. With Virgos, they had this block, this wall that no one could see through. Like, I don't even recognize that you're there. You have like this electrical fence. Like, I see you, see me. You see me, see you. I'm still not letting you in. Touch it if you want to. And you can't do that. You can't do that because you're blocking your opportunities. Because you're saying you want these things. And then you're looking at the things that were similar to it in the past and comparing it to everything in the future. So what you're doing, that electrical fence has made a circle around you. So if you're not receiving what you deserve, you probably only have yourself to blame right now. And that's because you just don't allow yourself to receive it because you don't trust it. I'm not saying be stupid, I'm saying be open. So become direct with your desires. It becomes easier to attract them. It is easier to attract them. So what I want you to do, I want you in bullet points. I don't care what you write it on. You can write it on a bay leaf, a piece of paper, ancestor money, a notepad, an envelope. Not an envelope, that's too thick. Something. And you need 5 bullet points. Some of you may need 6, but no more than 6 bullet points. Boom, 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 boom. I am this, I have this. I am this and I have this are the ways that all your sentences should start. One or the other. I am or I have. And you need your bullet points. And you need to repeat them to yourself and you need to repeat them to the universe until you believe them during this new moon time period. I am and I have. I am and I have. I am and I have. Burn some cinnamon. Cinnamon's going to bring wealth and money and prosperity and abundance. But cinnamon is calling to you. So put some cinnamon in some cookies, bake them, I don't know. Burn some cinnamon. Buy some cinnamon incense. You're going to need that scent this new moon. And it'll help you with the I am and the I have. I am and I have. Okay? Okay. All right, Sagittarius. Can't wait to see you for your readings. But don't leave if you don't have to. We almost done. We are getting ready to go into our Capricorns. Capricorns are some of the sweetest people. Very, very, very well-meaning. Also very, very misunderstood. Okay. You're exhausted. Ooh. Somebody has energetically been wearing you out. But it's not someone that you want to move on from. Spirit is telling you to be still. Okay. Spirit is telling you to be still. You've created what you wanted to create already. Just be still. Okay. You're looking at things and you're looking at them. You know how sometimes you look back and people say we see things through rose-colored glasses? You're doing the opposite of that. You're looking back at things and you're thinking of them in very dark glasses when it wasn't that dark. It might not have been the brightest day ever, but it wasn't a thunderstorm. You feel me? So you're looking back at these bad days and they keeping you up at night and you're thinking about how awful something was when it really wasn't that bad. You've made it out in your mind to be worse than it actually was. And it's because someone didn't see the God in you. Or you don't feel like they saw the God in you. And honestly, they did. They just didn't know how to respond to it. They don't know how to behave. They didn't know how to respond to it or what to do with it, but they're learning. You have a family member who is blooming and they're growing and they're changing, but at the same time, they're annoying you. And this can be a family member, a friend, a loved one, a romantic person, whatever. And it's exhausting. But you're not going to leave them behind. You're not going to move on. Okay. Okay. It's like you block them and then you look at your phone and wait for them to find a new way to reach out. And get mad when they don't. They just respecting your wishes. At least send them unblock them and send them a message and say you're unblocked now or something. You allergic to the bullshit. Got it. You're allergic to it. Got it. Because you've put in enough work to go behind and let them go. I ended up picking up those 2 cards anyway, but you needed a little bit more clarity. If you have 2 things behind you and 5 things in front of you, you'd much rather focus on the 5 flowers in front of you that are blooming than the 2 behind you that are dying. And I get that, but you got to focus on all 7. So let's say we're looking at the 7 of Pentacles. You see how she's focused on the 5 that are big in front of her and the 2 that are behind her have the water pot next to them, but she's not really focusing on them. Those will be the 2 that give you what you want if you give them enough attention. It's not time to move on. It's not time to let go. So what you're going to manifest, it's energy and creativity. You want to have power and energy in creative ways. And when you're manifesting things under this new moon that'll change your life, I am manifesting power, prosperity, clarity, and peace that shall be with me all of my days. Say that again. Say it again. Write it down. If you got to rewind it to write it down, rewind it, write it down. I'm not going to say it again because I want you to pay attention. And I want you to believe it. So the more you say it, the more you pay attention, the more you write it down. You have so many things going. It's not time to walk away. It's not even because they still need you. It's because y'all still need each other. And I'm not just talking about people. I'm talking about situations, circumstances, cities, lives, schools, works, jobs, careers, ideas, creative projects, whatever it is that you're thinking of, that you were thinking about just walking away from. Now it's not the time. Now it's the time for you to have that creative energy, that strength, that drive to push on, pull through. Okay? Aquarius. Whew. Aquarius. Before you go on, other people might be telling you need to change how you talk to them or how you communicate with them. What are other people telling you about you, Aquarius? Are other people telling you that you're depressed? Are other people telling you that you're sad? Are other people telling you... What are other people telling you? And what are you telling yourself? Okay. Okay. So in order for you to have some joy and some stability in your life, it's not going to be about what other people have to say. You're going to have to keep and what you give. And you tend to be very good at this, but you've been slacking lately. You're supposed to keep some of that love for yourself. For some of you, it's a sibling or a loved one. For some of you, it's a relationship. And they're requesting that you change certain things about the way you are. Why do you need to change? Why do you want to listen to them? You need to step into an even more confident version of yourself at this point. Because if you change, you'll regret it because you won't like who you become. Don't succumb. Don't pander to other people's expectations or trying to make people like you. People like you with short hair, so you cut your hair off. People like you with long hair, so you grow your hair out. People like you skinnier, so you lose weight. People like you thicker, so you drink and boost or whatever it is people do to get thicker. What do you like? You are a master at what you like. This new moon, is going to create a change in you. Make sure it's the change that you want and not the change that other people want you to make for them. If you in college and you flunking out, are you flunking out because you want to? Because that ain't where you really want to be? Because you're not in the right major? Because you want to do something else with your time? Are you flunking out because you're expected to flunk because everybody said you would? Are you trying to meet their expectations because they told you weren't good enough? Why? You need to examine your why. And once you figure out, again with the clarity from many other signs, what you want, actually I only like two, but what you want, you're going to change in that direction. And good thing, we pulled the Two of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and the Page of Swords. And the Ten of Cups was upright, which means everything is coming into play the way that it should, the way that you want it, that happily ever after. But you're debating on whether to chop it all down or not. Don't chop it all down. You're just debating on whether, you know what, things are going too good right now. Let me chop this down. I don't trust it. Let it be good. Stop waiting for the shoe to drop. So what you need, St. John's wort. You need some St. John's wort and some mother's wort, and you need to take it in like a tea form. If you can. If you can't, you can burn it or whatever you need to do. But you need to get it in your system, whether you breathe it in or drink it in, however you're going to get it in. But you need some St. John's wort and some mother's wort, and you need it in your aura because you need to do it by yourself. This isn't a group experience. This isn't a group exercise. This isn't a grab my siblings and grab my friends. No, this is a place where you need to get in front of a mirror, sit by yourself, drinking your tea, burning your incense with your intention set, with the window open or sitting outside, whatever you do, but do it by yourself so you can manifest what you want after you know the why. Knowing the why you want that is going to be key. Because sometimes you think you want something and it's not really what you want because your why is for somebody else. So you're going to want to sit with your why. And then you're going to want to manifest what you want. That is your new moon ritual. Okay? Okay, Aquarius? Moving right along to last but definitely not least. Whew, my Pisces. Pisces, you got some stuff on your chest you want to get off. There's some things you want to say to people that you've been holding in. And you've been holding it in because you're afraid of what comes after you get all these things off your chest. There's some things that you see. Your third eye is opening. If it hasn't already been opened, it's opening wider. And you see better with your eyes closed. That's the energy you're getting ready to move into. You see better with your eyes closed. Like I close my eyes right now, and I could tell you and describe to you everything that's in front of me for probably miles. At least I know at least 2. More than that. I could just keep going and I could describe it to you. And I could see that with my eyes closed with me sitting here. So who's really seeing it? Me or my spirit? Let's reel that in. Because, I'll go left. But your eyes are opening. You see your money. Knight of Pentacles. You see your money. You haven't really been focused on it. You've been focusing more on your abundance, your happiness, your peace, your well-being. Because you know that money's coming and money's there. But you still fear instability. You still fear loss. And you'll never admit it. So, but it's in the back of your mind. You're thinking about how you spend money and do you have enough money and who has enough money and if enough money actually exists. You will naturally give. You give things. You give a lot of things just within your means. You give things that you have to give, but you don't overgive. You don't give until it hurts, like some people do. People get mad at you because you don't give until it hurts. And you think that they're mad at you for that, but they're mad at you because you may portray that you can do one thing or another and then you don't do it. But that's neither here or there. There's no reason for them to be mad at you for what you do with your resources. They're your resources. So time, money are things that you use to show people how much you value them, how much you care about them. This new moon represents a new financial season for Pisces. So yours is all about the Benjamins. You the first sign that's been like that. You are the first sign in the new moon in Aries, the first new moon of 2022 that has been about their money. That's what yours is about. It represents a new financial season. So for this new moon, set your budget and make a wish list, because there's going to be like a downpour of money into your life. So make a wish list of your finances and what I'm gonna claim that because I have a Pisces moon. I'm a Pisces moon, so we're gonna rock with it. We jump in when we want to. We find the house or wherever this sign lies at in your house and apply it there. But like, you're looking at this coin and you're looking at it like that's it. Now this could be $1 million coin and you're still looking at it like that's it. When initially what you wanted was $1 million coin. You got the $1 million coin and realized, that's not big enough. I need a bigger coin. And then you got the $3 million coin and was like, that's not big enough. I need a bigger coin. Set your intentions for the coin that you really want. Because the universe hasn't been slacking in giving you what you asked for. I want a new house. I got a house. I want a new store. I got a store. I want a new car. I got a car. I want a new yada. I got a yada. I want a new this. I got a this. Whatever it is. You haven't been in financial despair. The things that you've asked for have been coming to pass, and now they're getting ready to start coming to pass faster. But you're going to have to do your lunar work for the next 12 to 11 cycles. Make sure you check out the description box below and get what you need. Make sure you reach out and watch your personal video and get what you need. You are going to want to write your financial goals on a bay leaf, and you're going to want to burn it inside your house. Don't like throw it on the floor and set your house on fire, okay? Get you something, metal, something that won't burn you. Burn it and let it burn with your goals on it, and make sure it's not written in an I want way. It's written in an I have way. I'm gonna tell you to do it in the I have way, but what Spirit just said was some of y'all just need to write a number, and you know who you are. Write a number, throw it in a pot. You know what to do because you've been doing it. So write a number, throw it in a pot, and watch it come. Keep doing what you've been doing. You don't have to do nothing different. You don't have to do nothing strange. Set the intention. Put it there. And let it go. And watch it come. Okay? That is all, y'all. That is every sign for this Aries new moon, the first new moon of 2022. I'm so grateful that you're here with me. I'm so grateful that you returned, or that you're new and you're coming, and you're more than welcome. Like I said, if you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back, my loves. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment and love. Share this with your friends, because there's literally something for every sign in here. And make sure you drop your comments in the description box below, in the comment box below, and check out the description box. Check us out at easyconjure.com. Get your readings, get your candles, get your singing bowls, get your herbs, get your crystals, whatever it is that you need. Get your crystal, your crystal one hitters. I love those things. That's a little much information, but they're incense burners. You can burn incense and do that. Get your crystals, work that out. I love y'all. Thank you so much. Peace, love, and light, y'all. Watch what it do from the Good Witch.